So we have a new video. We're gonna have to check this out because it's talking about inside Pokemon's $1 billion casino. I'm so curious. Check out inside the money.
This is an unregulated, disguised billion dollar casino that's going on right now.
I'd say there's probably a bit of a gambling addiction element to this because that's the whole fun of it, right? Like you buy them, you open the packs, and hopefully you get something big.
Which is effectively trading card gambling.
Do you understand the thrill of ripping a pack? Well, it's gambling.
Pokemon is gambling. At least that's what more and more people are starting to argue. And when you look at what's happening inside the hobby today, it's not hard to see why.
Let's send it, baby! Let's send it!
Golden! I hate fucking Logan Paul with a passion. I can't stand that dude. And there's always suckers that actually watch him and pay attention to him.
Charizard! Oh my god!
Oh my god! And $1! Another one! Go!
Oh! Oh my god!
Others are betting money on Pokemon prediction markets. Some are even taking loans out against their collections. But here's the strange part.
What?
None of those things appeared overnight. They arrived one at a time, slowly enough that most people never noticed, until suddenly the hobby had become something else entirely.
Companies are spending billions to further turn consumption into the world's most hidden casino.
Where is this money coming from? Why are people going so hard on this? And like, how is this cycle? Like, where's the flow of money coming from?
Afterpay, Klarna, Affirm. They got so many options to choose from, and I mean, of course, they're gonna put themselves in a fucking pickle, but yeah, a lot of these people having a huge addiction. Thank God I actually know how to control myself.
And here's where the flow of money is coming from.
Pokemon is now one of the largest entertainment empires ever created. Most estimates put its lifetime earnings at roughly $150 billion.
Nah, it's way more than that.
Trading cards alone sit inside a collectibles market worth tens of billions and still climbing year on year. Not a hobby, an economy. So how did we get here? To answer that, we need to rewind almost 30 years.
Pokémon.
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 Pokémon. Pokémon.
Pokémon has captured the imagination of children around the world and billions of dollars from their parents' wallets.
So far this year, sales of trading cards, toys, and video games surpassed $500 million in the U.S. Another $4 billion was sold overseas. It's Pokemania everywhere, from Burger King to the king of internet retailing.
If you guys don't know what Pokemon is, you're in need of some serious remedial toys.
That looks like Brainiac. I swear, I didn't even know that was Jeff Bezos. That's crazy.
Education.
So why is Pokemon so popular?
In the early days of Pokemon, it wasn't seen as an investment or a business. It was just a simple children's card game, traded at lunch tables, battled with after school.
I remember back in my days, yep, that was the thing.
Collected slowly, one pack at a time, for the simple joy of finding something rare. For a lot of people, it wasn't even about value.
It was a disappointment for me, but not for a lot of other people.
Was about collecting. That's where this started.
Yep.
Because from day one, Pokemon was built around a simple but incredibly powerful idea.
What do you do to be good and to win and get good cards?
Well, I buy a lot of booster packs, of course.
Sealed foil. 10 cards inside. No way to know what you've got until you tear it open. Buried somewhere in there, maybe, is something rare. That's the entire idea. Buy a pack, open it, and hope that you hit the chase card.
You never know how many rare cards.
I remember those days. I wanted the Blastoise so bad. But unfortunately, I could. Bro, I'm so still upset about that. But anyway, let's get to it.
Cards are in a sealed pack until you've bought it. So the more you buy, the greater the chance of getting them.
You intentionally make some cards scarce. Now,
Well, that's...
You're manipulating the market.
No, I don't think so. I think that's a reflection of the concept of the game. It is all about collecting, and the very nature of collecting means that some Pokemon that you collect are going to be, by their very nature, harder to collect than others.
That actually used to be the thing. That used to be the thing, like back in the day. It was never supposed to be the way it is now, but well, you already know Scalpers got into it, and yeah, shit just got out of control.
Anticipation before the foil tears, the uncertainty of not knowing, the small real chance of finding something worth holding on to. For decades, that feeling stayed exactly where it started, inside a children's card game, opened with family and friends, one pack at a time. Nobody realized it in the moment, but the mechanic that helped make Pokemon a global phenomenon would eventually become the foundation of a shadow industry worth billions. And in the years to come, that same formula would reshape the entire hobby around it. Moment didn't just create headlines, it created a template.
Everybody was going through their closets, their attics, pulling out their Pokemon cards, and there were so many people streaming.
What is up, my breaking family? Sending some positive vibes in your direction.
A lot of people just started watching Pokemon videos. It was really, really strange because my views went from, you know, barely hitting, you know, like 5,000 views a day to millions of views a day.
I mean, the experience is pretty good. I mean, it's just enjoying to be able to, it's a childhood thing that, you know, men still actually live on till this day. Like sports cards, as far, yeah, just like as far as sports cards, I mean, we never let go our favorite hobbies. A lot of us never let go our favorite hobbies. I kind of did let go like Pokemon for a little bit until I got back into it during the Sword and Shield era. I mean, it's still the fan favorite, and honestly, I've been a huge fan of Pokemon all my life, and honestly, it never left. I mean, this is a thing that a lot of people enjoy, and I don't think it'll never change, especially when this hobby is like a gold mine for a lot of different people who actually love this shit and don't really care about the money as much. This is something that we want to actually pass on down to the kids, you know, to our kids. And honestly, I don't think it's nothing wrong with it. The problem is scalping. That's the biggest problem. Yes, some people do go overboard when it comes to buying cards. Some people are like has a tendency of being able to not control their spending. It happens, but at the end of the day, it's not the business issue. It's you and your dollars. This your issue that you have to deal with. So your dollars, you have to vote with your dollars to choose whether or not you want to put yourself in a bigger predicament or you want to just be cordial and, you know, take your time. It's still going to be here. It's not going to go anywhere. So it's so much fun behind it. Like, and it's fair to understand that at the end of the day, it's gambling, believe it or not.
And a much bigger audience realized something at the same time. You didn't need to own the box to be part of the chase. Box breaks turned that realization into a business. A seller buys a sealed box, sells individual spots to dozens of buyers, then opens the whole thing live. Each buyer hoping their slice contains the hit.
Charizard! Oh my god!
And that idea would also help create one of the most controversial platforms in modern Pokemon.
Whatnot is putting the power of live selling and shopping right into the hands of everyone.
Whatnot is a platform that's leading the way. Users are spending an average of 80 minutes a day on the app, and it's offering up consumers some unique deals.
It's an auctioning app where a seller goes live and you, the buyer, bid with a bunch of other buyers. And let me tell you what, it's addicting.
It is essentially QVC
No, it's not. It's really not addicting. It's addicted to some, but not for all.
for gambling addicts. But instead of buying a brand new blender, you're buying...
I take back what I said. It is addicting for gambling addicts, yes. But not everybody's like that, though.
A 30-second dopamine hit from a guy named PokeBro69.
Live streamed pack openings, live auctions, thousands of buyers all chasing the same feeling at the same time. By 2025, Whatnot had processed more than $8 billion in sales, with trading cards reportedly its largest category. And once the audience arrived, sellers began creating new ways to monetize the chase. Rip and ships removed the waiting.
You buy a pack from one of these streamers, usually at a premium, way over market price, but instead of sending you the sealed pack, the streamer rips it open live on camera, shows you the hits, and then ships the cards to you later.
Basically, they're doing your job for you. You're paying them to rip packs for you. It's like a service. It's like they're your maid. You're paying them to be your maid just to open a pack of Pokemon cards because basically your little hands is not so afraid to touch it because it's so dirty. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Came something called bounties.
You can up the price by putting people call bounties. Put a bounty on a specific card, be like, oh, if you hit like Bubble Mew SAR, I'll give you a Moon Kitty, right?
Bounties are basically another layer of gambling upon gambling, but the perceived added value gets customers over the line.
No fixed number of packs, no fixed spend, just an escalating cost until the chase finally ends.
I never knew, not this dude. I never knew about this though.
Others pushed even further with something called mystery packs.
Sometimes you get more than the value that you spend, and then most of the time you get less than the value that you spend. But again, it is gambling on top of already gambling. Like opening this pack is already a gamble. So opening this pack to see if I get this pack is a gamble before the gamble. And then when you add in the rarity, it's a gamble with a gamble with a gamble.
I'm not gonna lie, it actually makes you want to unsubscribe to PokeRev. Honestly, just now thinking about this, yeah, I don't know. That kind of made me feel a little bit different now. I actually get it though.
Every mechanic engineered to make the next pack feel impossible to resist.
The main reason this model works is that most of these buyers are gambling addicts, and these streamers are ruthlessly exploiting that addiction. What makes this even more problematic is some of these streamers have been accused of some really crazy stuff, like pulling high value cards and then swapping them out off camera so they don't have to pay out the bounty, or the classic ghosting move where they simply never send the prizes when on stream. There is almost no policing these people, and that's kind of scary.
It grew large enough to attract legal scrutiny.
Whatnot are being sued for running an unlawful gambling scheme that violates the RICO Act, the racketeering act that exists in the US, and this is one of those things that has huge ramifications for this industry.
An attorney named Paul Lesko had been watching. In March 2026, he filed.
We have, within the last couple days, filed 15 arbitrations against Whatnot. We have 30 clients who will be filing 15 more.
Arbitration complaints filed in California accused Whatnot of operating what the filings described as an unregulated online casino, arguing that certain box break and repack formats functioned as illegal lotteries under state law.
Yep.
God damn. Think about, oh shit, what would happen if that happened in all states? That'd be a fucking that'd be a destruction for a lot of people.
Basically, to be gambling, you need three things. You need chance, you need a prize, and you need consideration.
You pay to enter. That's consideration. The items have value, that's a prize.
What?
The host decides a randomized outcome, that's the chance. All three elements, every single time.
When you're running an unlicensed casino without the guardrails that you need to protect consumers, there's the opportunity for rampant fraud to occur.
What? So that's a possibility of a lot of these people who do box breaks to have to, only if they'd actually decide to do this. And if they decide to do this in a lot of other more and more states, this could literally hurt a lot of fucking different YouTube channels.
Not knowingly allows its sellers called breakers to engage in fraudulent, unlawful, and unfair acts during randomized and repack breaks. Like, that is the epitome of scamming your audience.
Whatnot has denied the allegations.
Yeah, this is why I like the giveaway slabs. And this is why I like to actually donate Pokemon cards. I can't do this type of shit. This is fucked up.
Just a few years, the gamble had become faster, more social, and more accessible than it had ever been sitting inside a sealed booster box. And notice what changed alongside it. More sellers, more platforms, more businesses taking a percentage of every reveal. Pokemon wasn't just attracting collectors anymore, it was attracting an entire industry. But despite everything that had changed, one thing remained the same. Every gamble still ended with cards in your hand, a real product, something you could hold. But once somebody figured out how to separate the gamble from the cardboard entirely, an entirely new shadow industry emerged.
Shit. Not this part.
Everything up to this point, the packs, the breaks, the live streams, still followed a rule as old as the hobby itself. You paid money, and at the end of it, you held something real. What happens next breaks that rule completely.
Okay, so here's the layers. First of all, the players are the people that are using the gambling websites, and the biggest are GameStop Power Packs.
Power Packs.
Power Packs.
Power Pack.
Power Packs.
Power Packs, which is effectively trading card gambling. You pay and get a mystery box that has one of these graded cards in it.
You have tiers of these packs, and it's a mystery pack. You don't know what you're gonna get.
The odds are displayed here.
And these packs are not cheap either.
GameStop has a starter, a silver, a gold, a platinum, a diamond, and even a loot.
Damn. Bruh, what the fuck is wrong with these people? GameStop is gonna go bankrupt for this shit.
Lunar pack for $2,500 real dollars.
You have the chance of getting a $150,000 card.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you're gonna get some boof like janky shit. But the genius of it is that instantly they give you the option buy back. So they buy it back from you of 90% of the market price. So if you open up, let's just say, a $1,000 pack on GameStop Power Packs, right?
This is crazy.
And they give you a $500 card.
You then have two options. You can hold the card, put it in your collection, and actually have it shipped to your house. Or you sell it back for its value and you can spin again. That's where it's seriously the gambling aspect.
Long story short, there's a lot of degen gambling. And when I say degen gambling, I mean people who spend thousands of dollars and then are suddenly in the red and in debt. So this was posted 2 days ago. 2 days, 26 pulls, 9,000 USD in the red.
There's a lot of degenerates out there that are willing to spend tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. We've probably spent like 10K opening these packs. Never quit gambling. Not while you're down. Not while you're down.
GameStop, you're already kind of scamming us here. Like, let's be honest with each other. This is gambling. This is a gambling site that GameStop has made with PSA, and the fact that it's a 90% buyback, like, just give me the full price.
I kind of wish BGS didn't fucking fold to PSA, honestly, in my opinion. I actually started to rock with BGS. This shit is insane. This is crazy.
Like, if I'm taking the buyback, that means I'm going to spend it on more power packs, right? So give me 100%.
At that point, do you even like the Pokemon cards, or do you just like the gambling aspect of it?
Digital gacha machines were the first sign of the shift. A digital pack has no shelf. It sells to the next person the second the last one finishes, endlessly from anywhere with a phone. Reveal a card and the old friction disappears too. Keep it, ship it home, or sell it straight back to GameStop on the spot for exactly 90% of its value, minus a 6% fee. That instant buyback is where the real money gets made. It functions like a casino chip with a posted cash out rate. No buyer to find, no listing, no risk of holding a card nobody wants. The platform absorbs all that, so the only thing standing between you and the next pack is a click. GameStop isn't the only one. Other platforms, some on retail infrastructure, some on crypto rails, run versions of the same idea.
This is an unregulated, disguised billion dollar casino that's going on right now.
This is insane.
What are all the players? Break it down.
Courtyard IO, Collector Clipped. Now you might be asking, how is that fueling this? The companies themselves are the ones that are going to these shows with a briefcase of millions of dollars of cash. They pull up with briefcases of cash and they start going to vendors and emptying out their entire displays.
Collector Crypt
Now,
does this.
Collector Crypt, Courtyard IO, and dozens of other companies. There's many companies coming up right now in the space because of how lucrative it is.
These are the
Specifically
gotchas.
The gotchas and the repacking.
There's now a lot of crypto platforms that are coming up, these gotcha platforms. Some of them have been around for a while, and nowadays there's a lot more people that are wanting to go, and they're wanting to put money into buying these mystery packs on crypto platforms.
Then we get into the more predatory stuff. We got slot machines disguised as arcade cabinets, virtual gambling disguised as packs. Oh, these ones are slabs inside a pack. We got golden ticket entries. Everything and anything to get as close as possible to being a casino without being considered a casino.
Not only do these sites offer extremely bad odds to actually get something good, they are also riddled with hidden fees. The scary part of this is it doesn't really feel like gambling. It's colorful, it's nostalgic, and it's Pokemon. But psychologically, a lot of these systems work exactly the same as a slot machine.
I definitely have a bit of an addiction to the gacha games once I start playing. It's like the FOMO will get to me, and I'm like, oh my god, well, if I don't do this now, I'm never going to be able to do it.
I mean, I got a lot of chase cards, but I'm not going that fucking willy-nilly. I'd rather, if I'm not going to make it the first time and not only buy a certain amount, I'm not even, if I make it the first time and get the ones I want, that's cool. Get my PSA graded. Well, PSA graded. But other than that, I'm like, if I can't find it, I'm just going to go to card shows and look for what I really looking for my chase cards. That's all I'm gonna do. There's no, why would you want to waste your time on, especially a scamming freaking company like GameStop or all these fucking entities that's going to literally take your money? This is basically a casino at its finest. This is crazy.
Actually opened a casino.
The house always wins. It's a real statement. It's a real thing.
There's so many avenues to gamble. This is just one of them, and this is an emerging one right now.
But the absolute worst part of all of this is you don't even have to verify your age to play on these sites.
What?
And those gacha sites are printing money, bro. There's millions of people gambling on this shit, dude.
One tracker.
What? Bruh, child, oh my god. They're gonna... Parents, watch for your kids, man, because you don't want these kids gambling your money for shit.
Following just the crypto segment recorded tens of millions in trading volume in a single recent month.
I'm here with Twum. He's the founder and CEO of Collectors Crypt, which is one of the biggest online TCG RWA crypto platforms. You guys are doing, like I said, tens of millions of dollars in revenue. You have like very specific numbers of like exactly how much you've done.
Just in terms of our numbers, like, you know, the definition is important. So like when we talk about packs revenue, so the amount of volume of packs that we've sold, that's around $460 million, you know, over the last 12 months or so.
And you secretly a millionaire at that point, dude. You just don't trust people like that.
Names differ. The mechanic doesn't. The product is no longer the pack. The product is the chance itself, a financial product wearing the shape of one. Once a card can be priced, vaulted, and resold this fast, you can bet on what happens to its price without ever touching the card at all.
They're literally abusing Pokemon cards like crazy now. We don't know when this is ever going to end, but hopefully sooner or later it does. It's just getting out of control, and honestly, it really discouraged a lot of people who are actually the like real fans of collecting Pokemon cards. It actually gives people honestly a huge discouragement on really wanting to get these cards these days.
That's not a hypothetical. It already exists. Pokemon cards were no longer collectibles or even investments. They had become collateral. A pack of cardboard designed for kids to trade at school became an asset class with its own gacha machines, its own regulated betting markets, and its own credit system. simply by getting popular enough and valuable enough that finance found its way in on its own. At this point, Pokémon isn't just a card game anymore. It's also a market with its own pricing, leverage, and risk. Nobody voted on this. Nobody announced it. A children's card game just quietly became a financial system, piece by piece.
Companies have done everything they can to take advantage of us. We have built a multi-layered gambling ecosystem.
Yeah, that's why I got out of TCG Pocket. I really wasn't. Yeah, it's just TCG Pocket is basically what they call that shit NFTs. That's what it basically is.
System around these tiny pieces of cardboard.
Each layer removed more friction than the one before it. But what happens when the next evolution arrives? So how did a children's card game evolve into an ecosystem built around gambling, speculation, and financial products?
Almost every single layer of this hobby has been optimized to extract maximum value from you. We have a mobile app printing money by gamifying the ripping experience. We have a physical card set that is so diluted that pulling the chase card is statistically impossible. We have rip and ship casinos exploiting gambling addicts on TikTok and whatnot. We have people trying to manipulate and inflate pricing. It feels like the soul of the game is being suffocated by the financialization of it.
Each new system removed a little more friction. Each new product made the chase a little more accessible. And each new layer moved a little further away from collecting and a little closer to entertainment, speculation, and finance. Booster packs, box breaks, rip and ships, whatnot, and TikTok Live, digital gacha machines, prediction markets, card-backed lending. None of these arrived as a single decision. They arrived one at a time, each one built on the foundation the last one laid down, the same foundation that was there from the very first foil pack in 1996. Pay money, get a chance. And at no point did anyone have to call it gambling for it to start behaving like gambling. A lawsuit can argue the legal definition, a regulator can eventually weigh in. But neither of those things had to happen for the mechanics to already be in place, for odds to get published like a casino's, for instant buybacks to function like a cash-out window, and for a card game to quietly grow an entire financial system around itself without changing a single rule of the game. Whether that makes Pokémon gambling is something you can decide for yourself. But here's the harder question. If every stage of this evolution removes a little more friction than the one before it, what happens when there's none left at all?
Honestly, this craze is literally started during the it really got out of hand once Prismatic Evolution was actually released. That's what all hell broke. Really was like fucking insane. I mean, I managed to get me a box, but I'm never planning on opening it, honestly, but at the same, man, this is insane. Let me see what else you gotta say.
Leave a comment to let me know your thoughts and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Shout out to Follow the Money. I mean, this is a powerful freaking message, and I hope a lot of people actually take some time to actually watch this video. I'm happy to react to it, and honestly, I'm gonna hit my like. Definitely subscribe. He has only 1.12 thousand subscribers, and I honestly think this video deserves way more than that from what I'm noticing, because a lot of people are going getting out of hand. They're losing their jobs over this shit. They literally could go homeless for this shit. They going on fuck. They're getting in debt over this shit. Like, honestly, thank God for the people who actually know how to control themselves, because at the end of the day, it's not worth it. They took the value of like a hobby that people like myself and others used to love, and it just honestly turned it into a whole fucking casino, which is crazy. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, and definitely check out Follow the Money, because this shit is crazy.